Greetings. I am Dr. Susant Panigrahi, Assistant Professor, School of Electrical and Electronics Engineering. I have been associated with the ECE in specialization AI and Cybernetics at VIT Bhopal with a PhD degree from NIT Rourkela in the field of computer vision and artificial intelligence with a machine learning. It is my privilege and I feel proud to introduce you to the field of AI and cybernetics with ECE. And I am very happy and proudly try to talk you through about the policies and the rules and regulation and all the privileges that you might get to learn B.Tech in VIT Bhopal. Yes, the technology is growing. Yes, there is a enormous change in technology. People are coming way forward to learn new things, to know new things, and yes, ECE and AI and cybernetics is going to help you in many ways. If you consider there is a way how the signal has been transmitted or how the signal has been controlled, then it is nothing but a small digital signals, the signals which has been derived from either as a one-dimensional signal or as a two-dimensional signal or multi-dimensional signal. A one-dimensional signal, if you think of, it's nothing but a speech. Those speeches have been represented in the form of digital. Those digital forms are then now be processed and the speeches can be recognized. Now if you think the applications such as like Google Assistant, Alexa, Siri, all are the part of those signals. Now we may write some of the code to control those, to find out, to analyze the words and to give a proper direction to those things. Now similarly, if you think, there is a way how you can recognize a face, recognize a hand movement as the way you are seeing over here. Now these constitute of analyzing the signals with respect to camera and representing those electronic signals in the digital form in two dimension or multidimensional. Now there comes the another aspect of controlling the hardwares. Now these are all which we talk about are actually the part of controlling the signals, and signals can be represented in the digital form. Those digital electronic signals can again be processed to find out the information from it. Now there another part where we can actually control the hardwares, the way we can see here with a simple example that how the hand movement has been picked over here and it has been controlled by the robot, or you can control the robot. This is nothing but a strategy of controlling the signal or controlling the hardware, which is nothing a part of cybernetics. Okay, now creating an intelligence in a robot or creating an intelligence in a autobot to recognize, to adopt the situation is actually nothing but a branch of artificial intelligence. There are so many applications, there are so many things which are going on around the world, and with the application of ECE and the specialization in AI and cybernetics will help you to know, to grow that knowledge in the field of artificial intelligence and cybernetics. I am going to give you a simple example. The example which I am going to show you in next slide is for nothing but a Autobot. Always a question: can robots replace humans? Can we create artificial intelligence? Okay, let's see a simple example of a follow bot. A follow bot is something which is a robot that is there to follow an object, and the way the object moves, the camera embedded in the follow bot is going to follow that particular object. Now let's see, it consisting of so many aspects of electronics. If you think, there is a mechanical part which we call mechatronics, is a robot which has been created, and there is a head which has been moving, and on that head there is a camera. That camera captures the image, and those image or the video, it captures the video which is nothing but a frame, different frames, and then it try to track those, that particular frame, and to try to identify that particular object, and then you try to track it. Now this is something very interesting where different disciplines come into picture or collide or integrates to give you a final product to you. Okay, these are all the derived branch of electronics, if I can say. These are nothing but which consisting of so many small signals, and those small signal has right now been analyzed in the form of algorithms. and there are algorithms which are there, or there are several motors which has been used to control the movement of the robot. Now let's see what are the different domains that actually been amalgamated or that has been integrated to give you this final product that you have. Okay, this is a simple example of Pollobot which will give you a little bit insight to the world of AI and cybernetics. The control aspect of the hardware, we can think this is a cybernetic application. Now, the algorithm which has been written to recognize us to create an intelligence inside that particular robot through a camera is nothing but a artificial intelligence. Now, these are the very broad aspect of saying that this is the applications of AI and cybernetics. Now, I am going to separate or disintegrate these all the domains which has been related to this particular simple project in the next slide. Let us analyze the hollow bond. In that particular example, if you see, there are so many different aspects or different branches of electronics which has been integrated together. The one is robotics, which is there to control your movement of the robot to a different direction with the camera hold over there. It's nothing but processing the two-dimensional signal called as images, or we can call those as videos if they are in frames. Now, similarly, there is a computer vision which is there to identify the object, and once that object has been identified, we need to apply some machine learning algorithm to know that what kind of object is that, and then we can start following that particular object. So, in this way, these are all the broad spectrum of every aspect of electronics which has been combined together to give you the final product of Autobot, or the final product of Followbot. Okay, so now in the next slide I'm going to show you what are the different branches which has been amalgamated to give you the Followbot, or to give you any applications of electronics which has been right now a trend. Okay, if in this particular example, or the examples that you're going to see, or there have been so many advancement, everything start with a small signal, small digital electronic signal. Now you need to process those the way I said. Given an example of Alexa or Google Assistant, you can think that these are not nothing but a small digital signal of one dimension. Now you need to process it to identify what are the words which has been pronounced. Okay, and that comes under the signal processing. A smaller part of that particular thing is called image processing, which is nothing but a two-dimensional signal which is there to represent an image, and those images need to be processed properly to give you a better pixel image, to compress it, to identify it, to recognize it, to segment it. There are enormous applications of image processing. Now they comes under a broad category of machine learning and computer vision. These machine learning and computer vision, they are nothing but there to give you a proper aspect of what kind of object is there and how you need to follow it. Okay, so these all are nothing but there is something called machine vision, there is something called robot vision, in order to know where how the robot is been moving, to identify something, to create a particular vision system inside the robot. This all comes under this part. Now these are all nothing but a part or a bigger picture of electronics and communication engineering. Yes, there is a overlap with computer science, there is a way where computer science gains some aspect to that, but it is a bigger part of electronics and communication engineering. Why did I say like that? Because we are actually nothing but analyzing an electronic signal, a small electronic signal, and with that electronics digital signal, we are actually applying some algorithm to that. Now that algorithm you can get it from, you need to get some help from the computer science people, and yes, there is a overlap with all these aspects of image and signal processing, computer vision, machine learning, robot vision, everything comes under there. Okay. However, electronics plays an indispensable role in analyzing all those aspects. Communication just has enormous applications. The AI and computer vision has several applications. If you see, there has been way to find out the position of the head position. There has been research going on to find out the pose, to recognize the gesture, to to track an object, to find out the number plates of an image automobile, and everywhere there is application. And also the best and beautiful application which actually I was working in during my PhD is called drowsiness detection, where you can detect the person if it is drowsing. You can alert the driver so that it can actually avoid any accident that may happen. Now, similarly, the application which is very famous and everyone right now using is face and landmark tracking. Or now, if you are taking a camera, if you are, there is a camera and you want to take a photo, it is definitely going to track your faces or the faces of others. Okay, this is nothing but beautiful applications of image processing and computer vision, which is have some algorithms you need to apply, and you need to learn to get a proper way to find out the position of the face, and then you can track it easily. To that, famous applications of AI and cybernetics, we know the virtual personal assistant like Google, Alexa, all they are there to recognize the speech, recognize the voice, and then to find out the meaning out of it. Then the online traffic prediction. Now you are going somewhere. Now immediately you know if you are going from one source to destination, there will be different options to for you to reach that destination. But then it is actually applying some AI algorithm to predict the traffic in that particular area or from your source to destination. Similarly, there are some email spam filtering techniques there. This is also an applications of AI. And then automatic translation, where you are actually saying something in one language can easily be translated using Google Translator. These are all applications of AI. Now, social media personalization. Now you are searching some product in some site, and then there will be lot of what you call there will be lot of suggestions to you in different sites. This is how the AI is actually working to find out those products, and it is going to suggest you throughout your all the social medias. Similarly, the most and the beautiful applications of or I can say the positive applications of AI and cybernetics you can find out in the assisted medical technology, where the diagnosis, automatic diagnosis of your body and everything can be found out in this particular aspect. What cyber, if you think, it is nothing but a control aspect of our several robots or several applications. Okay, so this is actually cybernetics. It's actually is a derived branch which consisting of several different aspects to give a intelligence, and you can control a particular hardware, or that's nothing but a robot or something like that. The way drones work, the security system works. So all this actually there is a overlapping to give you the final output or the final domain of cybernetics, which is really broad, and it is a part and overlap with so many domains to find basically giving the final product in your hand. If I say it is loosely or it is been properly derived from a control system aspect, where here you need to provide that intelligence to control some robot or something in that particular way. VIT Bhopal, we offer this course as a specialization in AI and cybernetics. Why choose VIT Bhopal, if I can say? You can find 100%, this is the only institute where you can find 100% doctoral faculty from various NITs and IITs and several institute of national importance. So here student can gain knowledge from the expert of the field, which may bring out the best analysis skill of the student, not to acquire knowledge, but also they it will create an enough enthusiasm to apply their knowledge in real time applications. We also provide, we also adopt a collaborative active learning technology, so which is nothing but called as Caltech. Also, we will find video classroom, future ready courses, and during this pandemic also, I am proudly can tell you that in VIT Bhopal, in the ECE department, our placement record is still 100%. So with this, let's see what are the career aspect of this particular the career perspective of ECE specialization in AI and cybernetics. This is a article which is published back in 2018 in Economics Time. According to Economics Time 2018, AI and cybernetics have massive demand but limited supply. This will always commands outsized salaries in various companies. It has an average salary of 14.3 lakhs per annum in India, with 60 to 70% of salary hike for jobs switching in AI, and also 20 to 30% salary hike for jobs switching in other domains. So let's look at different city-wise salaries. If you can see it over here, that Mumbai is actually going to give you a 15.6 lakh per annum, Bangalore 14.5 lakh per annum, and Chennai 10.5 lakh per annum. These are nothing but an average salary packages. So it's not only in this part of India now, because of the growing technology, you can find every part of the India with various companies which are actually right now switching their technology towards AI and cybernetics. So the job opportunity is enormous, and there will be lot of career aspects. And if you want to go for higher study, there is always a scope. Now different NITs, IITs, and also in abroad, if you want to try, so you can get an really good job, or good means what you call it, master degree from different institutes. With this, the branch is growing, and hope you to be the part of this ever growing specialization. And I really wish you to see in VIT Bhopal as a student. Thank you. VIT Bhopal, a place to learn and a chance to grow. Thank you.